Our hands are an intricate part of our lives. They're involved in almost every activity we perform. Grasping, lifting, pushing, carrying, moving, touching, both on and off the job. Because they're involved in virtually everything we do, we can sometimes take them for granted. Hands are often in the forefront of the specific task being performed, and are thus exposed to more risk and potential hazards than other parts of the body. No matter what your job, your hands are a key part of your ability to perform it. Though hand injuries usually do not grab headlines and are not typically fatal in nature, they are one of the most frequently occurring types of injuries in the workplace. In this program, we will discuss the different types of hand injuries that can occur, how to recognize common hazards found in the workplace, and preventive measures you can take to protect your hands. Why is this topic important? We use our hands constantly. A disabling hand injury can have a dramatic effect on your quality of life. A hand injury can impact not only your ability to perform your job, but daily routines as well. A hand injury can occur in a second, but the social, financial, and emotional effects can last a lifetime. Can you imagine going through life without the full use of your hands? According to government and industry statistics, hand injuries represent nearly a third of all reported workplace incidents. Approximately 75% of industrial injuries that cause partial disability involve the hands. Over 16 million individuals seek emergency care each year for hand injuries. The human body is an engineering marvel. Our hands consist of 27 bones, ligaments, muscles, tendons, nerves, blood vessels, skin, and nails. Working in unison, they provide strength and dexterity, which enables us to perform routine tasks and accomplish precision movements. Because of their tremendous versatility, hands are exposed and susceptible to many types of injuries. These include strains and sprains from excessive force, excessive repetitive motion, awkward posture, and contact with surface conditions. Skin irritation from contact and exposure to hazardous substances. Burns from contact or exposure to electricity, chemicals, and hot substances. Punctures from tools and other sharp objects. Lacerations, cuts ranging from minor to major if tendons or nerves are severed. Fractures, broken bones from being crushed or falling. And amputations, resulting in a loss of part or all of the hand. If not reported and treated promptly and properly, hand injuries, even minor ones, can develop further complications. The key to hand injury prevention is you. Safety is a personal responsibility. You are responsible and accountable for your safety and that of your coworkers. Hand injuries are preventable. It requires a respect for the hazard and complete commitment on your part. You need to be conscious of where your hands are at all times. Most hand injuries are minor. The consequences of coming in contact with a hot object may be strong enough to change or control your actions for a couple of weeks, but in 6 to 8 months, will it be forgotten? What about removing the guard on this piece of equipment to unclog a jam? If you lost a finger, would it change your respect for the potential hazard? A hand injury occurs in the workplace every 32 seconds. Hand injuries are not an acceptable fact of life. They are preventable. Hand injury prevention begins with a recognition and respect for the hazards. Because we use our hands so frequently, we can start to take them for granted and not truly respect the potential risk we place them in. Almost anything can be a hazard, including this simple door if your hands are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Make it a habit to continuously assess the risks for every task you perform. Common hazards in the workplace can include sharp objects, hand and power tools, hot objects, pinch points, chemicals, energy sources, moving equipment, and machinery. Let's look at some of the more common causes of hand injuries and preventive measures you can take to ensure your safety. Believe it or not, many hand injuries involve your feet. Workers who lose their balance, slip on surfaces, or trip over hazards can sustain wrist and hand injuries. Poor housekeeping is a contributing cause to these types of injuries. Proper housekeeping is an essential element in a safe work environment. Hand and power tools, which can include hammers, screwdrivers, drills, chisels, knives, wrenches, and more, are involved in many hand injuries. The greatest hazard posed by hand tools results from the improper use and maintenance of the tool. Use the tool only for its designed purpose.